hay bale. Instead, you will be engulfed by the Wade Wackos, the Duke fans ready for their Blue Devils to go to work. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. The Blue Devils will kick it off to get us underway. Fair catch called for and made. So TCU's offense will get the first crack at it here. And there he is, the man, David, that they build this entire attack around.
And it's so nice to have a guy that makes everything easy for the people around him. The quarterback plays better because the feature is clear who that is.
And we all hold our breath every time this guy touches the football. He's able to take it the distance on any given play.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
Well, that wasn't the start they were looking for on offense. They're trying to be aggressive, first play of the game, and throw it. Bad decision by the quarterback, though, leads to an INT.
First down for the offense. They go to the ground. At the 35, he's loose. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Flips it out in the flat. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down. He's going to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Blue Devils! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting into rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow. Get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Touch pass on the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it, open.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Going up top. Makes the catch and a huge play on the left side. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. You just can't hit the quarterback like that. The defender got caught red-handed. So they'll get a fresh set of downs thanks to that roughing the passer penalty. It's 1st and 10. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He'll take another shot here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. Feeling some heat. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he intercepts it. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the freshman just showed those great ball skills and snatched it right out of the air. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Looking to move it through the air. Quick strike complete. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play moves the change for the first down. And the Blue Devils headed quickly to the line. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Makes his connection. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. The Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs.
How many first downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Quickly out to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On third down, going up top. On the move and looking deep. Almost had the completion, just missed it. And the Blue Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this off.
He wants to go deep. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts, as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart, and he's right now taking the field thinking about...
And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. He rifles one deep down the middle. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're at defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offense...
Got some room headed to the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. With the run on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Duke.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Louisiana is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Jake Delhomme and Brian Mitchell, this has not been a blowout today in Lafayette. They're up by 4 over Tulsa. They'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
They're strong, and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. They're such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. And he makes the catch inside the 20. Into the end zone unimpeded, except for that piece of laundry on the field. This might be coming back. The penalty wipes out the big play and the touchdown. It is just a punch in the gut for any offense. Here on 3rd down for this offense. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Horned Frogs will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Fires to the big fella. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. He'll set up to throw. A little screen to the running back. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Guys, time has expired here in the quarter, and Duke is on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. The Blue Devils getting set on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. They try to pop a run on the draw. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down. And the Blue Devils will hustle to the line. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Hand off from the shotgun. That'll be a gain of about 7. Leaves him with 3rd and 3. They get to the line quickly. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. It's caught downfield. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run into the catch. The Blue Devils have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Blue Devils. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He gets a block. He's got an alley. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Blue Devils line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Running it back, it's Baker. Slips through the line. Can they catch him? He will score! Touchdown, TCU! He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turning on the gas. Great job, great return.
Kickoff team takes the field after the punt return for the touchdown. Let's see what they've got in coverage now. Coming out with it, it's Griffin. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. The Blue Devils moving quickly to the line. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. He'll do it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. And the Blue Devils will send out the punt unit. Bringing it back, it's Baker. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly.
Oh, he wants it all. And he's got it at the tag. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frog. And he did make that extra point. No issue with the treacherous footing. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away.
And how about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
His drive will open from the 15. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Stenson. This guy just oozes toughness when he runs. Bangs his way to the 20. Give to the keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Blue Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Horned Frogs decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The back goes in motion. To the air on 1st down. Quickly complete. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And the Blue Devils want to move quickly. They'll go back to the ground. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Complete downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the 1st half. The Blue Devils are moving quickly down the field. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Couldn't make the connection on 1st down. Now here on 2nd. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. They're going to throw it again. Got him downfield. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Duke.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Quarterback will audible. He's looking to throw it. Fires toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, TCU.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the 2nd half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the 1st half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the 2nd half.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And he's going to bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can. He's going to throw deep right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
2nd and 10 here. He's looking to throw. Gets rid of it. He's got the back in the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Blue Devils send out the punt unit. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to going over the top. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Just an ill-advised play by the defender to make contact with the quarterback after the throw, and it cost his team. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the 1st down. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. All lined up and ready to go for a great 2nd half ahead. He'll bring it out. It's Griffin. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the 2nd half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the 1st down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now, and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
The Blue Devils want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw on 3rd. A strike downfield. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. And the Blue Devils are moving down the field. Trying to find his man on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Wide open downfield. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. A first down run in the red zone. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Can the D deny them on second and goal? He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. It's still third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes a grab. Oh, and he thought he might be able to wiggle his way into the end zone, but they knock him down at the 3. Fourth down and goal from the 3. The playbook is pretty much wide open here. They'll go to the air. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils. Now that's the way to bail out the rest of the team. Start with bad field position, put together a drive anyway.
And very confident. You could see the quarterback just had a bit of a swagger race. He was like, look, all right, we're starting deep in our own end. Special teams didn't help us out, but we can fix that right now, fellas. And they went out and looked so good on that last drive.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Here comes the offense on first down. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
That's caught. It's Payne. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
And the Horned Frogs will punt this one away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big...
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. It's a draw. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen that want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest. It makes them realize they got to play the run, too. Great play call.
Firing to the right, complete. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Blue Devils will call on their punt team. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out. Time to take a shot. Makes the catch down the right side. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus. That last big play has them in position to threaten here, 1st and 10 from the 37. With jet sweep pass. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Coming after it. Makes the grab on the left. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
That's how you got to get the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this 3rd period with a big play. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. He wants to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Church. They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. He's looking to throw. And the sophomore just a little too much on that one.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
Gives it to the back on the draw. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The Blue Devils are on the move. Going up top on 1st down. Throws to the back. Got his man down the middle. He's brought down solid. Pick up a little bit short of the 1st down. The play action fake. He's got it on the run. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Looking to throw. He's got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Now on 2nd and goal. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Play number 10 on this drive, and it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And this one splits the uprights. And they go back on top. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Keeps it on the bootleg. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Horned Frogs will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns up.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. From the gun, running back on the move. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And the Blue Devils in the hurry up. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains, it's 1st down at the 27. The Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Makes the grab down the middle. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Smashes through. They knock him down after a pickup of 4. Ball is at the 9-yard line. Back to the ground with the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Takes a hit as he fires. And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range. You're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock him up man-to-man. Everybody on an island. Everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
It's good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. LSU is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These Bayou Bengals have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they're capable of it again today. They're trailing by 10 to Tennessee. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll throw it on first down. Scrambling away. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback.
What a nice play by the DB there. When that rain starts coming down, the ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DBs can take advantage sometimes of some underthrown balls, go out and make some big plays.
And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, TCU. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And that extra point was good, and now they have the lead in the 4th. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
That is the last thing you want on first down as an offensive sack. Now it's second down. He's looking to throw. The pass is incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield, and that shot the quarterback took might have been a little too much. That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much. The roughing the passer penalty. He's going to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going to try to get it himself. He's stopped short, and they'll turn it over. What a huge stand by this defense. Excellent field position here for the offense. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Headed to the end zone. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Just a crushing mistake on the penalty. Wipes out the touchdown, and now they'll have to try to get it together and score again. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
That is how it's done. Great job by this offense. And because of the score and the time, you kick the extra point because you're going to make them go down the field, have to score and get a two-point conversion to tie this football game. Great drive by this offense.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Okay, one possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
You got to be smart. Can't throw in front of...
And the ball is intercepted. Touchdown, TCU! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Now 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. And the Blue Devils will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
That's a good decision by the quarterback. I know that's not going to come up on the stat sheet, but you're in the pocket, nobody's open. Don't risk turning it over. Just throw it away.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And just not enough field to hold that one. It's incomplete. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest to deepest, widest to widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He's taking a deep shot. And the pass is incomplete on 4th down, but hold on just a second. We've got to see what the flag's about. You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And the pass is incomplete. They were going for the fabulous parting gift, but instead will just go home with a loss. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense option. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get actually just kind of one stop with this many points that's being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.